The eighth day is mentioned a few times in the Torah as a special time, specifically the day of a baby boy's brit, the cleansing of a metzora, the cleansing of a nazir that became tameh to a dead body, an animal that becomes eligible to be brought as a karban, and Shemini Atzeret. What makes the eighth day so special? Usually, the focus for understanding about its uniqueness is considering the number 8. What makes the number 8 so special? The Maharal says, for example, that 8 represents Me'al HaTeva. It is a number that represents above nature. And for that reason, the Brit Milah is on the 8th day, as it allows us to transcend our own inclinations and help to bring the purest of souls into this world. Or that Shemini Atzeret is on the 8th day, because the 7 days of Sukkot is all about the 70 nations of the world, while the 1 day of Shemini Atzeret is just about us, Israel, the priestly nation that stands apart and alone. However, instead of focusing on what is so special about the number 8, we can ask what is so special about the 8th day. There is only one reference in the Torah of a unique event that occurred on the 8th day, and that reference is found in this week's Parsha Shemini. In Parshat Shemini, on the 8th day, after much work towards the goal of building the Mishkan is finally assembled. It is completely operational and has been fully dedicated. As was promised back in Parshat Truma, with the Mishkan functioning, God manifests his presence. The joy of the people is palpable, but mixed in with the joy is sadness, as Nadav and Avihu are killed by God for offering up a strange fire before him. When the Torah establishes the 8th day as a special time, such as by a baby boy's brit or Shemini Atzeret, it is supposed to remind you of that 8th day of Parshat Shemini, Vayhi Bayom HaShemini. First and foremost, connecting to God. It is a time that is auspicious for connecting to God as God is near. Second, we have been working long and hard to reach our goal. With a baby boy, it is 9 months in the coming, and by Shemini Atzeret, it is the culmination of the Tishrei holiday season, as well as the last of the yearly festivals. Next, we are dealing with an occasion filled with joy, yet mixed with a bittersweet experience. The cleansing of the Nazir, who is tameh to a dead body, may be joyous for the person involved, but it occurred due to a setback in the quest for Kedusha, for holiness, and now, after that cleansing, we'll need to restart the process anew, from the very beginning. The number 8 might be above nature, but the 8th day is meant to evoke and embody Vayhi Bayom HaShemini. It might have been a long and arduous journey to reach this point, with joy and sadness mixed together, but in the end, it will have been all worth it, and hopefully merit to see God's blessing in our efforts. Shabbat Shalom.